Good morning, good morning, good morning. Notification gang. Dom G was first. What's up, Zach, Money, Lisa, JB, King Carnage, Johan, John, Jackson, Friday, Salam. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Jay. I let him be first. Ah, so humble of you. How kind. Good morning, King, Natalie, Romeo. What's up, Dodo? Good morning, Chad. Good morning, Steven, Sandra, Joshua, Dylan. Good morning, good morning. Top of the morning, Deuce. I'm going to go ahead and start marking some levels now. Alright, again, so everything else is from the bigger time frame. Right now, we're just focused on previous day right now. So there's our previous day highs. You can combine those if you want. Previous day close is way up here. I think I'm just going to leave that, though. Previous day open, way up here. Previous day lows, that's pretty important, too. Got kind of that wick all the way up to that body. So that'll be pretty important. Looks like 411.60s, 411.50s are kind of in this general vicinity, so we kind of need to watch that as well. So we'll see if they end up breaking down through that, or if they're going to pick back up and break above the previous day low. That's essentially our game plan, ride it open, but that could change. We'll come back to this, and we'll see if anything moves, because it literally just broke that new low. So we'll be paying attention to 411.50s. So let me just type a short reference. Above 4, hold up, what's the top of that level? 413.30. Above 413, I'm just gonna say 413.50s. Target 415/416. Above 418, oh wait, hold up, 416s. We have PDH. Resistance near 417.30 to 418.30s. Above that is 420/422. Below 411s, we have 410, 408.50. If I could guess, I think we have that 407.30 still. No, 406.60. /406.60. I guess I should go lower. I went pretty high on the upside. And then 403.50. Alright, that's everything. It's a little confusing because of the awkward open we're getting. But overall, it makes sense just based on short-term levels here. We'll come back to that, though. We'll go over that. But make sure that makes sense, though. Anybody understand that at all? Anybody understand what we're looking at here on SPY? It's a little confusing just because it is a very, 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 very tight range, but we're basically just watching previous day low and then the combination of these 411 levels. So that's kind of why I said 411s, not just 411.49, 411.60. I'm talking about all of the 411s.
Bueller said at everyone.
What's up, Sandollar? What's up, Roman? Nerdy, Balram, Taylor, Sandollar, Justin. Good morning, Shamrock. Good morning, Sherman, Rich, Evis, Jazz, Ace, Maxon. What's up, Wag? Good morning, man. Good morning, Big Lou. Good morning, Julio, Divert. All right, we're moving on. So Apple's going to be a little ugly today. It's going to hurt Microsoft a little too. Previous day open is there. And then, of course, previous day low for Microsoft. So we have 258.80s to watch out for, 257.30s, 256 basically to the downside. To the upside, we need to look above 260.75, 261.15. Which we can actually target pre-market high and probably previous day highs after that. Amazon. Tesla's going to be screwed up because of Amazon. Previous day close is basically marked. Previous day open is right there. Previous day lows are basically marked. Previous day highs are marked. That one honestly looks really good if it can break 182.30 to the downside. Or if it can push above the pre-market high, which honestly, they look really good if they can just get above right here, because that's where the previous day closes and previous day opens right here. So there's kind of a weird gray area right here. Kind of like what I drew up on SPY. I'd say there's a really good resistance right here even. We'll see though. Meta up in the sky. Now that's an impressive one, to be honest. Just being up that much is just wild. Google, of course, they just had earnings. They look like a bear flag if you just look at it like that. Honestly, most of these do. AMD. Previous day open. Oops, nope. Previous day open. Previous day high. Previous day close. So, honestly, above all of this, you could see a good push. Where's previous day open? Way down here. And honestly, probably a combination of these two levels would be a good break below. That could be your first like passive target, and this could be like a second passive target. And then outside of those, you know it's blood. Nvidia. Where's previous day open? There it is, right there. Wow, that's crazy. It lines up perfectly to that pre-market low. So pretty much 210 is the break below on that one. That's a pretty easy one. 210. Previous day close, previous day high is marked. Pre-market highs right here at 215.60s. I'd say above 217.25 is a good break above for Nvidia. Let's say 217.30s or below this area here. So they got kind of a clean range. Good morning, everybody who's tuning in. Appreciate you, David. Glad you liked the video. I keep doing that. Previous day open, previous day high, previous day low, previous day close. And that one's perfectly in the middle of its range down here. So honestly, we could look for Netflix to either get a bounce off of this area or a sell-off. And they're still kind of fighting their lower high. I'm not going to leave this marked, but if you mark that higher low, I'm sorry, that would actually be a good area to watch. Which I know that's not part of our normal parameters to look at things, but it's still pretty special to look at. Alright, so let's go back through these and see which ones we like the most. I kind of liked Microsoft a little bit, just because it didn't have earnings, and also it actually kind of looks decent. I guess we could go through some side watches as well. Damn, Boeing took a drop. Baba's still falling. Coin. Actually, coin doesn't look that bad. I hate to say it. Coin actually looks pretty decent. Alright, let's just clear all this. I'm just going to do the small time frame levels. Previous day open. Previous day high. Previous day close. Pre-market low. Which also lines up with that little higher low they got here. They kind of popped up, held, popped up, held. So this is just a general vicinity to just watch for down anyway. Maybe add that level there. Alright, so maybe we'll add coin as well. We'll go back to Microsoft though, and then we'll go back to it. Ooh, nice plan, Anderson. He said looking for BAC below 3580 or above 3619. Simple settler to watch how it will act on those levels. Sounds like a good plan to me. Let's do above. Towards, what's pre-market high? 263 slash 265 or below 258 80s towards 257.25 slash 255.85. And then below, I know I'm not typing it, but below that area, this level here, that would be, I mean, a clear bloody day for them. Tesla, honestly, I really don't like this chart today because it doesn't just need to get above this. It really, once it gets above this, it's not like it can go to the moon. Like, it has to still get past pre-market high. It still has to get up to the previous day high. So that one's a rough chart this morning. I don't really like it as much, but let's just go ahead and add it. We'll just type the levels up. That's cool. I didn't just click Bolden. Above 188. 30s. I'm going to just say 188.50s. Towards 190 slash 191. 30s. Above 192s. Towards 193.25 slash 195s slash 196.70s. Below 185 towards 182s and below 182s towards probably just say 180 flat. Yeah, 179.50. We'll just say 180. I don't know if I like. Yeah, I didn't like Meta. I don't like Google. AMD might be a decent one. Again, giving me another solid, just not flat range because they did actually move up and down this time. But like yesterday, it was decently flat. Kind of reminds me of yesterday a little bit. Come on. Above 89s or below 85s. See if I can fit more on here now. Didn't really like that one either. What was it? Coin? Yeah, coin. Above 81.50s. Targets 84 slash 85.50s. Below 76s. Target 72 slash 68.50. That's a decent list today. It's not the worst. I think my main concern really isn't even really taking a trade today. It's really just seeing where does SPY end up today. Because that'd be pretty impressive to see us finish green today. But honestly, if we finish red, and again, let's go back to the bigger time frame just to remind everybody what we're really dealing with here. You know, we're really just... Today's battle is really to see, can we hold 411s? If we can hold 411s or 412s, then next week is going to look like a very bullish week if we can get past 417, 420s. This will essentially be a good retest spot here. So the fact that we're getting a lower open, if we have a red day, this could be a very bad indicator, because if we get a lower open and a push down, let me zoom in. If we get a lower open and a push down, what candlestick pattern does that make, everybody? Does anybody know? I'm going to send this list out, but let me know. What candlestick pattern would that make if we had a lower open and a push down and a lower close? What would that indicate to us? A bearish kicker, exactly. It would be a bearish kicker against resistance, which would actually be very bad. It's kind of like this candlestick pattern here. See how it didn't fall through, though? It didn't break any significant level, didn't break the 90 MA. I mean, it started, but it didn't break anything significant, right? It just wanted to fill that gap, essentially, right? So essentially, it would be just like this. If we were to form that up here, that would be potentially very bad. Again, that doesn't validate anything yet, but it potentially starts a potential reversal back down, which means they want to at least test the 90 MA again, which is way down here, about 406, which is a good distance away still. We got almost $5.50 away from there still. But yes, that would make a bearish kicker at resistance. Like I said, it's not saying, oh, we're going to come all the way down to 373. No, I'm just saying this could be the start of a potential reversal back down towards lower levels. Whether that's here, whether that's here, whether that's here, it doesn't matter. That could definitely bring us back down towards the lower 400s. So just keep that in mind. So that's one big thing that I'm kind of keeping my eyes on today, especially towards the end of today. The last hour, really probably just going to be looking at SPY, just kind of looking at where is it going to close? How is it going to close? How much volume is there compared to the previous day? But overall, the fact that we're going down and basically filling this gap is pretty impressive already. So we'll see if they break this or not. But essentially, on the bigger time frames, we're looking for this to break or for this to break. That's essentially it. Pretty simple. But yes, that would start a bearish kicker. Good job, anybody who answered that. But that's essentially what we're looking at on the bigger time frames. Go back down to the smaller time frames. You can see 411s are pretty much what we're fighting. So essentially, we're already at the scared area. If SPY does that, does Meta's gap fill get filled? I'm not sure. I'd have to see. I mean, maybe not all at once, because that's way lower than. I mean, come on. If SPY was to drop a little bit, SPY would probably have to go back all the way to 400 for this to try and start filling. That's a big distance now. It's not really fair to say, yes, that would 100% fill. Look at this tiny gap. This is a good example. Look how tiny this gap is. It's really not even that big. But it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pretty much 8 days just to see them get past that gap again, right? And that wasn't even that big of a gap. Look how big this gap is. So it's not really fair to say, yeah, that's going to fill. I wouldn't start just grabbing puts on this instantly just because it's this high up. Will it come down and fill this gap over time? Probably. But how long is it going to take? Probably weeks. We'll see, though. But does everybody understand the idea on SPY on the bigger and the smaller time frame? Good morning, Steve. And good morning to anybody who said it and I didn't say it back to you. I try to say y'all's names as well. But yeah, give me a thumbs up or a yeah or just something if all this makes sense. Bigger and smaller time frame. I mean, it's pretty simple, of course, to say it. It's pretty simple, of course, to remember it. You know, so write it down and stuff. Actually, trading off of that information is a whole different level. But still, you should still be aware. It's good to know what's possible, what's not. Like the stream people. Good morning, Tobias. Good morning, Green Candlestick. How y'all doing? Like the stream people or else. Jesus, Justin. All right, cool. Glad we're all on the same page. Wow, it's only 8:10. I think it's because we had such a short list. I did kind of go through those a little quick, didn't I? The other day, not everybody, but I had a few people ask me, what do I think the earnings are going to do? I honestly said I bet they do a whole lot of nothing. I bet you do get a lot of volatile movement, but I bet it almost makes SPY do nothing. And you can see Apple almost pretty much did nothing. Amazon definitely did nothing at first. It's definitely a lot lower than it was. And Google kind of the same thing. So 1 out of the 3 pretty much did nothing, but 2 out of the 3 definitely did something and brought us down a little bit. But to be fair, at least it was the 2 lighter weights out of the 3. Also, another cool thing, if you go to the Analyze tab, it was really cool looking at the top 10 weights again, or top 20 or so, Because if you guys remember a few weeks back I brought it up. Meta was like down here in the mid 20s, right? This is just to kind of show you how crazy of a day crazy few days they've had, right? So they went from being out of the top 10, right, or top 20 really. Now they're ranked 12 on SPY. When I was looking at this yesterday, they were 1%. They even went up 0.21% more of SPY yesterday. That's great. That's just how much Meta has gone up. That's crazy. I don't know if I've seen a jump that big in a while in weights of SPY. Hey, good link, Jay. I love J-Big's video. Yeah, honestly, not even just Jose, but everybody should ask, or everybody should click on that link that Hidden Land just sent in the YouTube chat. That right there is workshop number 4. J-Bake made it. It has all kinds of amazing information regarding volume, which there's a lot of videos on our channel that have volume in it. I mean, pretty much every video. But that video is amazing. Damn nice, Tobias. Looks like you're well positioned. What's up, Mel? Seriously, though, good job on answering my question earlier when I was asking about the candle it could become. It's very nice to see a lot of you guys able to kind of visualize. It's not good to think ahead of the chart, if that makes sense, and go, oh, this is a bearish kicker. We're definitely bearish. I'm gonna just grab puts and randomly hold. That's not a good thing. But it is good to just kind of picture what is possible. Therefore, whenever it happens, you're not sitting there freaking out or slapped in the face because it doesn't make sense. Like, no, it should make sense as it's happening. But it's good to visualize ahead on the bigger time frames and try to picture what candlesticks are possible. Yes, it's a custom workspace, but I didn't really edit a whole lot. The only thing I did on my, if you go to setup and then application, then look and feel, the only thing I edited was the text, really. I just edited tight spacing, but large letters. So it looks like, so I can fit a lot more on my screen. And then I think I changed default from white to yellow. So anything that's like flat is yellow. The tickers are yellow, the price change colors, all that good stuff. Good morning, Jackie. Sorry I missed that at first. Morning, Vincent. Lol. Good morning, Andrew. And yeah, be sure to hit the like button if you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys just joined, go back to the beginning. You have 15 minutes before the open. I've only been live for 25 minutes, so it gives you perfect amount of time to go back and review the entirety of the pre-market stream. And then when you show up, you're already 10 minutes into the market. So I would go back if you guys have not into the stream and watch from the beginning. Good morning, Erica. Appreciate you too, Vanessa. Glad to have you in here. If you guys took my advice at the beginning of the week, I do appreciate you. The advice was don't trade heavy, don't trade every single day, trade light. And it looks like a lot of people who have listened have benefited from that advice. Because now next week, you'll be, 1, you'll have the money to trade, but 2, the mental energy to trade. You won't be thinking about, oh, if I didn't do this or that last week, this or that. You know, there was no need to make mistakes this week. There were a couple really, really good days, and we've only just now started to slow down. So it's not like this week was the worst. News-wise, maybe, you know, it felt crazy or hectic or just, you know, chaotic. But overall, I would definitely say this week was really good. Now, next week, we can go a little heavier. We can go a little harder. I still need to look at what earnings are next week, but there's definitely not going to be as many as there has been the last 2 weeks weight-wise of SPY. I mean, we had Microsoft and a couple of the semis. This week we had Apple, Amazon, Google, and a couple. I mean, there were so many top weights reporting this week. No need for 20% gains every day. A solid 5 to 10% weekly gain in portfolio is modest and good. 100%. People oversleep sleep on that too. Peter, I just said you should go back to the beginning of the stream because we just covered that. Every day I start my TA with SPY. We even went back to it a second time just to show everybody, you know, what candles were possible. But I would definitely go back and I would review what we're looking at. I can go back over it again here in a minute, but I'm not going to repeat myself again for a little bit. I want to give a little time just to look at a couple things. We have data coming out 15 minutes into the open and 30 minutes into the open. Oh, yeah, we have ISM today, don't we? No, you're good, Peter. Just remember that, though. I start every stream with SPY. I do not like to skip over it because you got to think of SPY as like a starting point, really. SPY is like essentially what we have to focus on. But at the same time, it's nice to go look at other tickers. So, but every time, I just kind of use SPY as like a starting point. Hold up. All right, cool. Good morning, Raphael. Good morning, Victor. Oh, it was ISM? Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember looking at that yesterday. I guess I could pull up the quant thing. I need to keep doing that. I keep forgetting about it. Quant. Yeah. Later today, January non-farm pay... My voice is like going out. January non-farm payrolls are expected to increase by 190,000, while jobless rate is anticipated at 3.6%. Also, January ISM is estimated at 50.6. Final readings of January's global services is expected at 46.6. A little bit of news here on oil. Apple traded lower and extended, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, they missed their estimates, which has not happened in 4 years. A quarter loss has not happened in 4 years on Amazon or on Apple. Weak cloud revenue guidance. Who read that funny joke the other day? Did anybody look at how many times Google in their earnings call said the word AI? It was like 60-something times. Starbucks badly oriented before the bells. Quarterly compare sales fell 2% year over year on weak business in China. Fair enough. This also hurt Apple a little bit. Car maker tumbled after hours as quarterly earnings missed expectations. Who would have thought? I thought Ford was the king. What happened? North American fashion retailer jumps pre-market after the Wall Street Journal reported that activist investor Ryan Cohen is building a large stake in the company. We'll see how that goes. And then huge events today. Like I said... Yep, non-farm, unemployment. So we got a lot of things right at open today that are really important. But then we have, where's ISM? Here it is. Yeah, a little bit after the open. A lot more stuff coming. So there's a lot of news that could definitely make the market pop and drop and then stay in the range. That would be very depressing to see. But that is possible, so keep that in your mind. Will you be doing a poll for the market sentiment today? Why not? Let's do one. I haven't done one in a bit. Thank you for reminding me. How will SPY close today? Green, red, flat. There you go. It should be posting here in a second. You got soft hands, brother. Ford CEO. ISM is looking pretty rough still. Yellow. Instead of flat, I could do yellow. That's smart. Oh wow, they actually like Boeing for downside. Yeah, they did, Jonathan. These must be in Eastern. So I was mistaken. I think these are in Eastern Standard Time, not Central. I'm Central, so that was throwing me off for a second. But I'm like 90% sure that has to be Eastern Standard Time because I looked at this yesterday and it was saying 7:30. But no, you're right. They already did. We still have a couple other numbers coming out. Like you'll see pretty much all of this come out. The divvy on Ford. Yeah, the div didn't seem to be bad. That's quant data, which I don't have any referral codes or anything because the referral codes are like super small. But my friend runs that and he was giving me access, so I was just trying to promote it on stream here and there for him. For free. There's no ties or any deals behind the scenes. But quant data, that's what that is. I'd have to look into that, honestly, Peter. I'm not sure. I guess I have never looked at that kind of stuff. I just focus on price history. I mean, price history is so damn strong, it never really requires me to go and look more tediously at, like, oh, what level is the best level, you know, that kind of stuff. They normally end up popping up there, and if there isn't a level close, then I don't really need to be trading, or I need to be looking at a different level. It just kind of depends what's in the area. I'd have to see, though, Peter. If you send me some stuff on Discord, I'd be glad to look at it. Because why not, right? You're never really done learning. Regardless of how many years or how much time you put into the market, you're never done learning. Ever. Alright, let's see how many votes we have already. I want to see what y'all think. So we got 45 votes so far, and over half of you are saying red. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, make sure to click at the top of the YouTube stream chat, whatever you want to call it, and vote on the poll. How will SPY close today? Green, red, or flat? Am I using this poll as a counter indicator? If we had thousands and thousands of more votes, maybe. Because why not, right? But no. It's more just a for fun kind of thing for me. Like, it's kind of cool to see what you guys think. Just like, do you think it'll go up? You think it'll go down? Do you think we're going to recover? Do you think not? Which I think, like, today isn't really a fair day to do this poll because, of course, most people will vote red. I mean, that's just logical. But on, like, a sideways day, like, honestly, yesterday's open, or even the day before that, that would have been a good day to do a poll. Yes, Devin will be. I just always like to invite Devin at the last minute because I like to make sure we get as many of y'all's questions or just comments or statements out as much as we can before he gets in here. Just so we're not running over each other's words. And we're breaking 411s right before open. Isn't that nice, everybody? Good looks, Peter. Good morning, Chris. Glad to have you. And thank you guys. We just broke 100 likes on the stream before open has even happened. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There is a video scheduled. Be sure to check out the last 2 videos on my channel real quick before I start, or before I invite Devin in here. Be sure to check out the latest 2 videos. We have one here, which y'all did really good on that video. Y'all seem to love me doing Spy TA. Apple not as much, but still did really good video-wise. So be sure to check this out. We have another one going live on, I think that's Sunday, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The 5th. Yeah, Sunday. I thought that was Sunday. But on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday at 3, the Tesla video will go up, which is essentially the same video as this and this, but with this chart. And then I still have a lot of y'all's tickers. Anytime somebody has commented or asked me in stream, I write down the ticker in my phone notebook, and I keep it there for when I want to make future videos, so I can keep going down the list of y'all's stickers that y'all are requesting, and we can keep it up. So be sure to drop comments on on one of these 2 videos of tickers that you guys want to see me chart, or DM me or something. But that is essentially where I'm getting my list from, so I can make future videos on tickers you guys want. I also asked y'all that first day, and a couple of y'all gave me some answers, so I kept those written down as well. Somebody said Caterpillar, Microsoft. Somebody said just do all the top weights, which I'll probably end up doing all of them. Good morning, Burak. Good morning, P. Do I have a separate video for trend lines? Yes, I do. If you go to my channel, go to videos. You can even cheat, to be honest. There's a search bar here. You can type in trend line. I have that one, I have this one, and I have this one. So we have 3 here. Which, again, my favorite one, which it should pop up in my top videos. My favorite one is this one, because it really kind of breaks down how you should view trend lines and how they should be used. So I would check out that video for sure. Let me put my headset on, though. We're about to invite Devin in here. How's the music this morning? Is it too loud? I don't even hear the music. Oh, there it is. My headset's just really slow. Devin?
Yo.
What's up, man?
How's it going? Good morning, everybody.
There, you said it, Money Lisa. You can rest in peace now.
Who's ready for some Friday action? Let's be careful. In the good week. See what we get today.
Yes, I have heard of the Carvana squeeze, which I don't even consider Carvana a meme stock, though, Chris. That was a legit squeeze. Anytime somebody sees price break up to the upside, everybody's always like, oh, it's a squeeze, it's a squeeze. Most people have no idea what an actual squeeze is. But yes, Carvana was a squeeze. What y'all's top watches off the list this morning? I like Microsoft a lot. Tesla's not in a bad place either. AMD wasn't in a bad place. They just had a wide range. And Coin, honestly, already kind of broke the level I was looking at before open. But now we can look at it. We can adjust. So what would you do in this situation, guys? Would you freak out and just say, oh, it already broke the level, I'm not going to look at this now? No, just adjust. 71.87 needs to be your new break below. You can watch above 76.18 still. Which actually, that's ruined because that was the pre-market low. But still, was a good level. SPY, you're watching the King, AMD, SPY, Apple. Good morning, Jack. Always glad to see your name pop up. SPY getting some buyers open. Not really surprised by this due to the initial dip that we just took. I wouldn't be surprised if we at least went and retested and maybe rejected this area first and then tried to hold this area here. Then we can see, all right, we're going to break lower or we're going to try to push higher again. So we'll see if that ends up popping up or not.
Meta coming up a little bit. Apple coming up a little bit. So far, expires on the video. Coming up towards 212.
Oh, AMD getting some really good buyers.
Yeah, NVIDIA coming up a little bit. SPY pushing up towards that yesterday low. See if we're going to retake that. Wicked off that pre-market high. XOM coming up a little bit. Really just going to wait on this first 10 minutes to shake out. NVIDIA is starting to wick a little bit.
Call outs money, Lisa. Good morning, Signal Trader. Always glad to see you. You are important, Jack.
Yeah.
Just like I thought, kind of getting close up to that previous day lows, getting a little bit of a rejection, but it's not the end of the world. It's just a normal, quick retest. Now the big question is, do we end up holding this pre-market low? So remember, 41084, that should be your like last level of defense here. Or are they going to retest and get a good bounce? A couple different things could happen here. Or they could just launch it from here. We'll see. Which, where is pre-market high? That's probably important to mark now. Way up here. So about 415. So if you see 413s break, 413.30s, that'd be a good move up to 415. It's an inside of the range trade though, so it's a little bit more risky, but it's still possible. Or you look under 410.84. So 413.30s, 410.84. That should be your main levels of concern. That's what I'm just about to post in chat too.
Meta's at that pre-market high, showing some strength. Tesla almost at pre-market high. NVIDIA's got a nice indecision candle so far on the 10-minute. Probably getting over that yesterday low. See if it gets over that level Josh just mentioned. XOM pushing up. Meta getting that pre-market high.
Microsoft's right under a very strong area at the 261s. Tesla holding a very, very good area from the previous day. That's a combination of previous day open and previous day close. Already smacking pre-market high. Very good signs by Tesla today. Meta as well. AMD getting some rejection after an impressive open. Nvidia as well. They're losing support. Gotta find coin. There we go. Coin. Again, watching over 76.20s or under 71.80s.
Got 2 minutes on this first 10-minute candle. Apple trying to come back up a little bit towards pre-market high. XOM's over 113. See if it's going to go retake 114. Then it's got 115 yesterday high. Nice little dollar moves on that. Meta flying still, getting over 190, 150. See if that's going to keep holding up. Got about 10 seconds on this 10-minute candle. It's Spot's trying to pop that level Josh mentioned. See what happens here.
Tesla's still going. Good job, guys. Good call out, Sherman.
Apple getting that pre-market high as well, helping out SPY. Netflix coming up towards this pre-market high, bouncing off that pre-market low pretty quick.
Good call out, E. Semis are definitely weak even with this SPY push.
Was almost at that yesterday high. See if that's going to push through and help SPY out. Netflix getting its pre-market high. See if it's going to confirm there.
And thank you for 130 likes, everybody. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you have not already. Highly appreciate it. Helps out the stream a ton.
By pushing higher off of Josh's level. See if it's going to take out 414.50 now, then pre-market high at 415. Amazon coming up. See if it's going to catch up with Tesla. Microsoft not doing as well as Apple. Google's not moving as much as Meta, so let's see if these are going to catch up.
Amazon calls 20% and 30% targets hit. Love it here. Good job, Money Lisa. Round of applause for Money Lisa. Hey, appreciate you, J Lamp. You know me, though. I don't want too many more likes. We don't want thousands of people in here. I like our small knit, just a couple hundred people group.
Netflix rejected pre-market high. Nvidia coming up a little bit. Meta holding a retest of 190. Apple popped that yesterday high, but Wix, see if it's going to get over. XOM still holding 113.
My bad, J Lamp. Thanks for the DM. I forgot all about that, to be honest with you.
Pushing a little bit higher here. Apple getting over that yesterday high. Tesla still pushing up. Meta still holding that retest. Nvidia coming up a little bit more. XOM still holding, not making a new high.
Decent pop over the level that I mentioned. They just need to hold this area now. If they can hold this area, we're probably going to 415. Smart idea, Signal Trader.
Nvidia coming up some more. Apple pushing higher. Bringing Microsoft up. See if it gets to this midpoint. Meta new high day after that retest. Meta very bullish.
There's the first target, everybody. 414's hit after the break of 413.30s. Very, very close scalp target. Next target's 415, which is the pre-market high. Also just typed it in Discord as well.
Spy hit 414. See if we're going to get that pre-market high now. Meta making new highs, helping us out. Same with Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Google. XOM making that new high. Netflix spitting back over pre-market high. NVIDIA coming up some more. Microsoft getting over that midpoint. Netflix pushing higher with that pre-market high. Yesterday high at 368.32. It'll be your time frame level right there. NVIDIA getting closer towards that pre-market high.
Four 1440 was just hit. We're so close. Makes sense, Freddy. Getting a little bit of upside right at the open. It makes a little bit of sense. Will it hold? That's another question. Like you said, is it just shorts covering? Most likely.
Was holding that new 10-minute candle right near its high day. See if it's going to push higher. Netflix getting pretty good push over that pre-market high. Looking for yesterday high.
NVIDIA AMD picked up their strength after being a little weak right at open. Tesla's on complete fire. Apple pushing a new high of day right there. Apple's on something else today. Coin broke above 76.20s. They almost hit that pre-market high. I didn't go back to it in time, but that was still a nice push so far.
Google at its pre-market high. Yesterday high right or yesterday low right above. Netflix went up and looked off right at that yesterday high. Quick touch there.
Q's rejecting PMH. Could call out Tulip. Good job, 762. Very happy to hear that. 100%, Freddie. 100%. I agree with you.
Video almost at that pre-market high now. See what's gonna pop that and keep it going. Meta making new highs. Google's still just right at pre-market high, not too much steam.
Nice wick up on SPY here towards the end of this candle. Might see the 415 with a wick up like that. Especially with Tesla and Apple and a few of the other weights picking up as the way they are.
Yeah, Meta's going towards that yesterday high. Nvidia's right at the pre-market high now. Netflix coming back up after a retest.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. 130 votes, still over 50% say red on the day. Oh, I'm glad you like it, J-Lamp. Yeah, I try not to read too many books. I feel like, or too many books about like trading, because I feel like some of them kind of differ in opinions. Like some of them are definitely opinionated books, but that book right there is just pure facts. That book is so damn good. That was a very big wick up on SPY. Never know, Jack. You might be right. Microsoft's above the breakout level to the upside. As long as they hold 260.70s, you guys should be short-term bullish. Towards 263, possibly 265.
While Meta's making new high a day with Apple.
Tesla
Also,
already broke everything that I was posting out to you guys. The next thing to look out for now is 195.30s and the previous day high.
Google's right at that yesterday low, trying to take it out, see if that's going to help out as well.
AMD has already popped a really good level to the upside, but they're still under 89. That's initially your range, is between 89 and 85. And then coin.
Nvidia,
Oh, go ahead.
Nvidia's right at that pre-market high, trying to take it out.
Coins at their previous day close after the breakout above their initial pre-market low. That was not their true pre-market low, though. So they've already made their initial bullish move today. See if they pop that 81.50s to possibly retest 83 and 85.50. Really good list, though, so far today.
Apple's still pushing higher.
Wow, great job, Wag Trader, on NVIDIA. Beautiful work. Remember,
Holy
guys,
lag.
post your trade reviews. Don't just come into this YouTube stream and talk about what you made, what you didn't make. Come in here and post your reviews, whether it's a mental trade, a paper trade, or a real trade. Come in here and post your gains, your losses. Post a chart, circle entry, circle exit. Talk about your thought process. Bring it all in there. Hold yourself accountable. Freddie, it was the Japanese candlestick book talking about the rice traders back in the day. It's mainly about candlesticks, but it's one of the greatest books, in my opinion.
I'm just sending that to myself, Josh.
You're good.
Well, 153. Bad earnings, not so much. Pushing that thing up.
No, rice traders is their official term, Wag. That's not racist at all. That's what they are. Rice traders. They used to trade the price of rice. They would track back when candlesticks weren't a thing. They would go back and they would tally up what was bought where, when did it open, where did it close, where was the high, where was the low. They would track all of this by hand before applications like this were even a thing. I see what you're saying though. It does sound weird if it's your first time hearing it. I post swings in Lifetime, and I have a friend who posts swings in the premium section of Chat Valeria. By the way, that's a super cool name, if that's even how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but that sounds like a very, very cool name. Wag. Jose, a really helpful way, this helped me in the past too, is turning it off. I don't know if you have Thinkorswim or not, TD Ameritrade, but you can turn off your P&L. You can hide it. You don't need to look at it. Plus, think about it in a logical way too. That's not really going to help you, you know? And I know you already know that, but think about it. Why would ever looking at your P&L ever help you? You know, it's literally not important at all, even if you are doing good, right? Because you're not focused on gains or losses right now. Right now, you're focused on entry, exit, and reasoning.
If anything, look at the percentage. Like if your
No,
game plan's,
don't look at anything. Don't look at anything. Don't look at
you don't
anything.
look. Oh, see,
The changing green and red is just going to mess with you. Don't look at any of that shit.
um,
Just focus on entry, exit. Focus on the fundamentals of why you're entering that trade. Don't mess with anything. Don't throw yourself off trail because you want to look at how much you're up or down. That's just your greed or your inner demon really coming out and saying, I got to see what I'm up or down. When in reality, it doesn't matter. What's your entry? What's your exit? Why did you enter? Why are you exiting? These are the important questions you need to ask yourself. I know what you're trying to say, Devin, but he doesn't need to be looking at that
yeah,
shit at all
yeah.
if
I
it's
mean,
throwing
yeah,
him
for the
off.
beginner, 100%, 100%.
Because percentages are more important than the dollar amount. That's what
Yeah.
Devin was going to say, was you could just look
Well,
at percentages.
not even just percentages. Like if it's part of your trade plan of, all right, I start scaling out at 20%. You know what I mean? And I take, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's some people's game plan is to scale out at certain percentages. But
100%.
yeah, you don't want to sit there and stare at it.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to help at all.
But if it's made a good move and you're like, all right, am I at my 20%? All right, cool, take some profits. Like, yeah, that's not a terrible thing. Netflix might be setting up, but it just needs to get back over this previous high in this 10-minute candle. SPY breaking down a little bit.
I got you a meme, Devin. That's pretty good. Oh, Money Lisa, love to see that you've already posted your trade review. ISM rises to 55.2 versus 49.2. Estimate was 50.5. So higher. U.S. government expands EV tax credits, blah, blah, blah. Pretty funny because you have a potentially bullish candle forming here. Rising volume, long wick under, small body at support. Could be seeing the start of a really big bounce here into the pre-market high. If this moves up, the market is very strong after getting bad earnings and data. I mean, yeah, there's always a way of getting something cheaper, but it's impossible to sit there and say, oh, I could have gotten it at a cheaper price. You know, you can't beat yourself up about that. Apple's relentless, market is irrational, 100%. Apple is on fire. Tesla too. You got to give a little bit of credit to Tesla. I mean, they're just flying and holding. Meta's coming back down a little bit more. Amazon didn't really pop today. Microsoft didn't really get much. Apple on complete fire.
So I'm still pushing higher. SPY had this quick dip of the buy the dippers still seem to be present. Came down and tested the 9 real quick on the 10-minute, trying to hold yesterday low. See what happens here.
I'd keep eyes on Apple. If they ever slow down and reverse, that's going to be a really big indicator because SPY is already looking droopy. If Apple was to ever slow down and push down, same for Tesla, this would be very bad for SPY. But guys, you should be bullish as long as we hold this blue area. And honestly, you're not really bearish until we break pre-market low because this could still find a good bounce in between this range. Fighting this support like crazy. Super indecisive candle, and I know that because we have a small body, long wicks, and large volume. Very, very indecisive candle on that previous 5-minute candle.
Like Meta and Google losing a little bit more with Amazon.
Yeah, energy is the only green sector today.
Yeah, and they're just trying to hold strong. GM's kind of got a bull flag right below yesterday high. If we can push through that, potentially a 3-bar play on the 10-minute here if we can finish it out in the next couple minutes. But it just needs to finish it out.
Oh, Devin with the trade review too. Clean.
Yeah, the trade kind of annoyed me a little bit.
Oh, because of how you opened? Is that why?
Yeah, dude, that market, like, cause I got it with the pop of momentum. It just, I mean, I know that can happen. It just doesn't make sense, cause like that was like almost 30% down, like right off the rip.
Yeah,
So it's just like, holy crap.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, so just reminder, giving other people like, hey, this can't happen. Reminder.
And you were buying in the middle of the bid ask?
Yeah, straight right in the middle.
Yeah, that's wild. It almost got your ass.
Yeah, it almost cracked me.
SPY is still holding. That's very impressive. I'm gonna laugh, Money Lisa. Got a $5 donation, Devin. It says, "Hey Devin, can you say you got some soft hands, brother?"
What's the inside joke behind this?
I think Money Lisa just like hearing you say people have soft hands.
You got some soft hands, brother. Man. Microsoft, I like how they're kind of holding the 9 here on the 10-minute. A lot of stuff kind of went back to the 9 and pushed off. So kind of pay attention for this. SPY's retesting it.
Dude, even with Apple holding, SPY wants to drop. Dude, Apple falls, this thing's going through the floor.
I mean, overall, there's a lot of stuff holding up a lot better than SPY right now. So I'm just kind of waiting and seeing. Yeah, Apple that hasn't really pulled back. Tesla hasn't pulled back too much. XOM hasn't pulled back too much. Netflix is just now starting to pull back. Nvidia hasn't pulled back that much. So I don't know. It's not screaming fade us to the floor to me yet. Need some of this other stuff to turn around.
He's our Hulk Hogan.
Oh, it's a meme.
Honestly, Money Lisa has become a meme. Baba finally breaking 107s. Talked about that one a few days ago, and they're finally breaking it. They'll probably go down to 105, and then you have 100 flat under that, and then I think you have 95 or 96. Yeah, China stocks are falling.
For Tesla to exit this flag to the upside. It's trying here. 10-minute. Getting a higher open on this candle.
Seeing a lot of really good retests. Nvidia, AMD, Google, Netflix, Meta.
And SPY's still defending that yesterday low so far.
If all of these start working together and get a small pop to the upside, SPY could definitely get a good jump. If the vice versa happens, we're definitely falling down to the pre-market low. Reporting for duty. Damn, Sinful welcomed you to the meme gang. That's a true honor. If I say it, it's one thing, but if Sinful says it, it means something. Can you flick through those charts faster, B? Need a better look as you go. Yeah, my bad. I don't mean to go through them quick. I just like to check them and go back to SPY as quick as I can.
Some things starting to pull back a little bit more. Amazon, Meta, Google, Nvidia starting to pull back a little bit more. Berkbee's almost at yesterday low. So if all these things turn around and SPY stays right around here, it could break it slower. But Apple's also trying to come up. So we got definitely a mix in the basket. XOM still holding up. Yeah, we're alive every day, dog. We don't we're still living every day.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Ooh, nice bounce on here, SPY.
Well, think of it as this, Jack. Like, the main focus is SPY, right? When I'm quickly going through all those weights, I'm really just looking at recent price action to see what's going on, to see how they're going to affect. Like just now, when I said a lot of stocks are starting to curl up, that gives them a possibility of helping SPY move up, as you are seeing literally right now. So it's literally just to go look at the past few candles when I'm going through that fast, just to see what's going on. What are the weights doing together? Then it puts a good picture in my head of like, all right, this is possible.
SPY coming up to that previous intraday high, about to pop it. Apple pushing us higher. Tesla coming up. Microsoft pushing us higher. Netflix still holding. Nvidia still holding. So let's see if we get this pop of pre-market high 4415.50. Tesla right at that yesterday high.
No problem, Jack. But that's why I go through it fast, just so you don't think I'm like actually analyzing the entirety of the chart. I'm literally just analyzing the last few candles. And in relation of like, where are they on the chart? Like, are they at a support? Are they at a resistance? And that kind of just puts a good picture in my head.
So far, could not make that new intraday high. Waiting to see if we're going to pop that. Apple's still pushing higher, getting some volume coming in on the shorter term time frame on Apple.
Good looks, Jazz. Come on, give us 415.
Tesla popping that yesterday high. Apple about to hit 155. Microsoft pushing higher. We got Netflix coming up a little bit, getting that over that previous intraday high in 414.50 area. And then we got pre-market high of 414.95. And we can move towards 415.50. $50 move. See if Tesla's going to get this yesterday high. It's right there. Amazon coming up too.
Coin wants a second chance above 8150s. Keep your eyes on that one if you guys are looking for another play.
Yep. Tesla getting that yesterday high. Get some good volume coming in on the short-term time frame. Quite a bit of time left on this 10-minute candle. See if it's going to transfer over.
Could AMC go up again? I mean, I love you, man, but that's a super vague question. Could it go up again? Yeah, I mean, it could go up, it could go down, it could go left, it could go right.
I mean, I'm sure it'll go up a couple dollars again. It just ain't going to go straight down forever.
Let's go. Just under the 415s hitting. If you guys are in the initial play, take your profits. We hit 414 and we hit 414.95. That's what I want to see, everybody.
Apple getting a nice pump over 155. Tesla pumping that yesterday high, bringing Amazon up with it. XOM still moving. Google's back at that yesterday low. See if it gets over that. Meta's pushing off the 9. Nvidia's still holding up. So is Netflix coming back up. Needs to get that yesterday high. Come on, SPY. Keep it going. This volume's coming in. This is not looking good for the bears. There it goes. Pre-market high breaking.
Good job, anybody who took the 40% or the 80% entries on SPY towards 414 and 415 inside of the pre-market range. Now we're looking outside of the pre-market range, and SPY's going to see if they can make it to 416 or even maybe go test the previous day close. We shall see. SPY is still red on the day.
Nvidia's still right at that pre-market high. Can you again?
Jack, don't even get me started.
Do it, Jack. Do it. Increasing volume coming in.
Very impressive defense of the previous day low.
Looks like it's going to go tap 415.50. Microsoft coming up more. Touch 415.50. Amazon still coming up. Tesla moving. Apple still moving. Google about to make a new intraday high. Still below yesterday high. Netflix touching that yesterday high about to pop. Nvidia's trying to break previous intraday high. Eyes on Netflix here. That could be a nice little move. Nvidia as well. We get a new 10-minute candle as well coming in. Got about 50 seconds or so. Microsoft's trying to catch up now. 199 on Tesla. It might go get 200. Increasing volume on that 10-minute candle did come through on Tesla.
Rejecting pre-market high right now.
You know, this 10-minute candle's going to finish up. You got 10 seconds.
Uh, 200 would be the next level. Can't ignore the psychological level at 200, which I clearly don't have it charted much higher than this. Is this even the right chart? Oh, it's because I recharted it for the video for Sunday. Hold up, I gotta add some. I was like, damn, we just marked all this.
All right, coming back up over that pre-market high. See if we're going to take out the previous intraday high real fast. Microsoft making a new intraday high. Apple's right there. Same with Tesla. Netflix still right under that yesterday high. Same with Nvidia, still in the same spot. See if these are going to push through or reject. It's going to either continue SPY up higher or push us back down for a retest.
Yeah, never ignore the psychological levels. Pamela, 200 is a very strong level on Tesla. Looks like they're trying to hold over 415 now. Very early part of this 5-minute candle. Still have a little bit of more proving ground for them. But we'll see if they smack 416 and see if they can get up to that previous day close, which is like just, it's 416.80 basically.
Microsoft still moving higher. Same with Apple.
First 30 minutes holding and pushing higher than 90 MA and holding over. Very clean first 30-minute candle. Next one ends in about 8 minutes.
Still new highs on Apple. Same with Microsoft. Google's right there needs to break that level. Netflix still trying to hold up. They just need to pop these levels. Good stuff, Money Lisa. 2 for 2. Can't be mad. Have a good day. Spot testing that previous intraday highs. Microsoft's chugging along. Same with Apple. Google's breaking that previous intraday high and pushing higher, helping us out. Microsoft broke that yesterday high, helping us out. Nvidia's trying to break that previous high and help us out. See if we're gonna new high on SPY. See if we're gonna keep it going. Looking for this volume to come in. Microsoft's almost at that yesterday high.
Good job, Jab. Money Lisa with another post. Good job, Isaiah. Thank you guys for leading by example and posting your trade reviews. Good job, Cameron. He said Tesla and his SPY calls from open or close going to mental trade for the rest of the day. Love to hear it. By setting a target, Jose. Setting a target. I don't know how many streams you've been a part of, but I always mention a target. I never put myself in a position where I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to enter, and then I don't ever explain anything else. There's always something next. Having a target. Should I really care if I bought here and sold here that I couldn't make it to here? No, because my target's the pre-market high. So why should I give any kind of shit that 415.87 is here? I shouldn't. It's just more information for me to go off of. Like I said, develop a trade plan, follow it. Who cares how much farther it goes? Who cares how slow it goes? It's not about that. It's about entry, exit, sticking to what you planned beforehand. That is how you can help yourself. Honestly, that helps take out any emotion through time and process. Doing that one time isn't really going to affect you much. Doing this 100 times, that's going to give you a little bit more discipline, a little bit more patience, and not just yourself, but the chart as well.
SPY, but Microsoft looking off that yesterday high. SPY slowing down a little bit against 416. Google getting pushing.
Yo, good job deep on the trade review.
Netflix still holding over that yesterday high. Apple's still holding up, not as much as a wick as Microsoft. Amazon's still trying to move up. So far, quick retest on the ES futures of its pre-market high. Netflix pushing nicely still. Apple still making new highs. Tesla losing yesterday high. XOM getting 114. That's just been a slow, steady green mover. Now let's see if it chugs towards 115.
Good call out. Healthcare trying to go green. Yeah, that's a pretty good sign. XLK turned green a little while back. Industrials, energy's just continuing even higher than where it was. Nice to see. Still fighting that 415.87 level I have. So now the next thing to look out for is can 415, pretty much 416s, can 416s break? Spy, watch 416s towards 417.30s / 418.30s or below 414.90s for a possible reversal towards 413.30s. Get me a little picture going.
Meta losing some steam back at pre-market high. Tesla's under its yesterday high. Amazon really hasn't moved too much today compared to everything else. Netflix still trying to hold yesterday high. Got this new 30-minute candle.
Have a great rest of your day, Tobias. Thanks for tuning in, man. By a pretty good amount as well, Freddie. It's not even just a little, like, you might look at that and be like, oh, it's only 0.40%, but that's actually a good amount. He was just saying, Devin, that even with this pump, we're still red.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
I would also say that Apple, Tesla, and maybe a couple other weights are definitely the leading cause as well. I wouldn't say this isn't the market as a whole. I would say this is a few tickers moving higher on their own accord, which is what's helping SPY right now. This is not a market-wide recovery, that's for sure. At least not yet. It's not fair to say. But at the current moment, it's not. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, everybody. And Money Lisa, thank you again for the donation. I don't know if I thanked you again for that, but I really do appreciate you. Thank you for that. Still writing part 3 of my series, but this one takes so long to be honest. Once research to get everything right. I'm excited, Tobias. Let me know when it's out, man. I'd love to go through it all on stream as well. And if not, then I'll definitely, do my usual. I like to promote you, promote your content. I like everything you post on your Substack. It's just really good information, regardless of bias or what you think is going to happen in the market. It's just really good information to read on. I actually have another friend starting a Substack too who's in the financial industry, so I'm kind of excited to see what he does as well. I have to say I 100,000%, I can't tell if that's a million or not, love the Trade Result channel. It helps new people like me learn and grow. It's not just for you, but it's for others to learn from others. Exactly. That's my whole, and that's why I like that channel, because it's not just like, all right, guys, what did Josh or Devin trade? Like, you can look at hundreds of members posting in there. And the cool thing is, too, there's the pinned messages of that channel. So if you want to click on the pinned messages, you can actually review some of the best trades from the past as well. Which I can only pin 50 of them, but there's already 50 pinned in there. From traders of all around my community, too. It's pretty crazy. Great time to ask that question, Harrison Ulrich. I do not do spreads, but my friend 10 Man does, and he has been posting recently. He's up 40% on Meta. He was up almost 30% on AMD the other day. And he trades spreads in here. The true spreads key. This dude knows everything. And if you check out one of the workshop classes, I think it's number 3. I can't remember, to be honest with you. It's one of the first few workshop classes, but 10 Man's in it. Let me just go look.
Buy defending that pre-market high still while Apple's pushing higher. Tesla's trying to get that yesterday high still. Netflix still holding yesterday high, and Nvidia's still battling up at pre-market high.
All right, here is the link, Harrison. This is the link from 10 Man's workshop. This is spreads, Greeks, implied volatility, everything you could ever need with spreads in that video.
Buyers retesting that previous high day now after that retest of pre-market high area. Apple's still pushing us up. Google's kind of strong. Meta's coming off pre-market high. Netflix about to move higher. Nvidia taking out previous intraday high. Energy still strong.
SPY trying to break the 415.80s as well. They're struggling, though. Again, 416 flat is what you want to watch. Biden said the economy is strong. I can relax. To be fair, and again, I'm not really the biggest Biden supporter, but I'm not really a hater either. The biggest thing with the president, too, this could be Trump saying the same thing, is most of their job is to keep the mass populace comfortable, relaxed, thinking, oh, this is what we have ahead of us. This is what's the problem. This is what we're trying to fix. Blah, blah, blah. He's trying to keep everyone at bay, really. So you can't really beat up Biden for the things he says. Most of his shit's already kind of printed out for him to say anyway, as are most presidents. They're trying to corral their flock, really. So it's not really that bad, regardless of him being correct or not. Is it important to keep closing price from the previous day as well? Come on, Ryan. Yes, of course it is.
Oh, man. Spot making them new highs today. Apple pushing us up. Google getting going. See if it's going to get that yesterday high. Looking better than Meta now. They switched around. Netflix still holding.
Damn, Devin.
Weak, baby. No more trades for me.
$10, that was a pretty good post. The I, the S, and the M. Yo, good stuff, Mel. Round of applause for Mel. Well, I just didn't market Ryan Brown because it's like clear as day. And it's already close to my levels. I didn't want to fill up my chart and people be like, well, there's too many levels here. That's the only reason I don't. But previous day closes is one of the most important levels to grab. Plus, I'm already looking in the 417s.
Netflix new high day. Amazon holding off 106 again. See if that helps Tesla out.
But Ryan, if you've been watching any of my videos, all of my videos will tell you the previous day high, the previous day low, the previous day open, and the close are 4 very important levels to grab from your previous day. And then in the pre-market, you want to grab your pre-market high and your pre-market low. And that's kind of what you use from your smaller time frames. Every other level should come from the daily if you're using your smaller time frame levels. And these are used as kind of a combination to get some of these better finds, really.
I hitting 416.50. Pretty impressive. Almost green on the day. We got 38 more cents. Tesla back over that yesterday high on this 10-minute candle. See if that's going to hold up. Netflix opening at the highs, 371.23. The Netflix break yesterday high was a pretty good play. Yeah, that is nice volume on Amazon right there on that candle. Wacko Jacko with the call out.
I'm very happy to hear that, Brian. He says, I have learned so much. I am very thankful. My trading and confidence has done a 180. I love to hear it, man. Again, this is only something you can do over time. Everybody always gets into this, and one of two things occurs in their head. They think, oh, this is too much work, or they think, oh, this is too much time. And that's it. That's it for them. They're done. They don't want to trade anymore. Or you can be the guy that understands, oh, okay, well, I know this is going to take some time, some discipline. I just need to trade light, or better yet, mental trade as much as you can in the beginning while you're developing, okay, this is what I want to see for breakouts. This is what I want to see for retests. This is what I should start setting for stop losses in these scenarios, vice versa. And over time, this is going to help not just increase your confidence or your knowledge, but also decay your emotions a little bit, because you're always going to be emotionally connected. As soon as you click that buy button, you're connected to that trade. But only over time and through process will that slowly not affect you as much. This is something a lot of people don't understand as they get into trading, which I understand that, because it can be very, very, very emotional, very aggravating. There could be tons of different issues that happen. Exactly. It's just like hitting the gym. It doesn't come quick. Only through time and consistency and through a correct process. dab time. I'm done trading.
You
See
said that.
Isaiah? Isaiah did. Okay, good job, Ryan. I just saw you said thanks. I do have all of them marked. Good job, Evis. Looking at your sectors. Love to see it.
Don't get me excited. Spot new high day. Same with Netflix. Netflix getting it going still. Because spot to start scaling out of Netflix. That's a nice little $4 move over yesterday high.
From the 416 breakouts, I've already passed through 416.50s. The next key area is previous day close and the 417.30s. You have the top of the range at 418.30s. There's a few levels in a very, very tight range above us. Really good move, though, from the 40% entry above 413.30s. A good retest of that area again. Good 80% entry. And since then, you've just had a skyrocket of a move. So definitely no problems getting out of that first and second trade opportunity on SPY. Like I said, now we're looking past 416 to see if we can reach the 417.30s. If not, then we will possibly see a base and a potential breakdown, which can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 4 hours, sometimes even longer. All right, Noxta, run me through why you didn't like this, and I'm not trying to single you out. I'm just singling you out because I know you can take it. And I know a lot of people have the same issue that you're currently going over with right now, right? So, Noxta, what made you not like this retest? I'm not going to say scared, but what got you into saying, I'm not getting into this. I don't like it. I just don't like it. What stopped you? You said entering calls was the wickedness around previous day low. Why is that a bad thing? Seeing wicks here should excite you. Because what is a wick? Think about what is a wick doing? That means price came down at one point, pulled back up, closed above that range. Happened again. And as I've said, again, I'm not singling out Noxta. I know he can take it. But if you guys have been paying attention, I have gone over wicks a billion times in here, as well as referring you guys to JBake's volume video. If you guys have been a part of his videos, you'll understand that this amount of volume, this wick here, is actually a beautiful sign for bulls as long as they hold whatever range or level you're trying to watch, right? So that, if anything, should increase your confidence in saying, all right, I like this for a retest, especially, and we don't get this a whole lot, especially because it didn't just happen over one candle, it happened over the course of 2 candles holding the same range, right? That means buyers are present. Exactly what Jack did. Good job, Jack. Buyers are present at a known area. This is a beautiful sign for you. And I'm only singling Noxed out because I have seen a lot of you guys say the same thing as him. He's just the only guy to have confidence to try to talk about it out loud. So the big thing I always see with a lot of people, especially in here, is a lot of you guys always complain that you don't get the full retest, right? And I understand that. That makes sense to me. You know, sometimes you don't get that full retest like we experienced today. But when you see this, this should make you excited. This should get you more confident that a trade is possibly going to work out. Bueller bullying Noxta about how it would have been hard to hold through more wicks because I have paper hands. It is a good buyer signal, though, now that I think about it. And just remember that for next time. Everybody, not just Noxta. Noxta is just the only person here with confidence enough to talk about it and say that he is having issues with it. I have seen tons of you guys break this down in my DMs, break this down in chat, talk to some of my mods. My mod to share with me what you guys say. So I see most of what you guys complain about, or not really complain, but you guys understand what I'm getting at. So you have to understand, when these wicks happen, this is a great sign when you're at a support after breaking out above it. This should excite you, not scare you. But I wanted to go over that because I've seen a lot of you guys get kind of sad that you didn't get the better retest, because a lot of the time when you get the breakouts, you don't always get this full retest of that level, right? Sometimes if you go from level of breakout to the high of that move, sometimes it only pulls down to here. and then bounces, or even sometimes just down to the halfway point and bounces, right? So sometimes when that happens, that annoys people, right? But you have to understand, when you get the full retest, you're getting a lot more of a confusing spot. So you're going to see wicks all over the place because they're trying to argue who has control of the price. This right here, and we went over it live, this right here was a beautiful signal because it had pretty good volume for a candle of this size. So this already kind of said, all right, this is potentially indecisive or bullish, right? So what's the next signal? Another hammer at support. Pretty awesome, right? Then you get that, not increased volume, but you finally get over this area. So just between these three candles, you should already instantly understand, okay, there's definitely some buyers here. And then why do we get a wick on top here, but it didn't just drop? Because they're bullish. So yes, of course, you're going to have people taking profits at this area. That's smart. What did we do in here? We took profits at 415, right? So that's just showing some take profits just from that. And that's just kind of the psychology behind that. Some of the thinking behind it. But just remember that for next time. Those wicks are actually super helpful. Whoops.
NVIDIA and Netflix getting it going now. Netflix almost at 374. NVIDIA trying to get over 217 and hold.
And thank you, Noxter, for letting me kind of single you out there. It's just because I have seen a lot of people talk about this, but nobody ever, you know, I never see most people review it or go back over it or try to consistently review them so they can get past that. But I have seen Noxter very adamant about this, and I know a lot of you have been as well, just kind of behind the scenes, so I wanted to cover that a little bit. But that was something that doesn't always happen. You don't always get that full retest. But I wanted to go over that because I always see people complain like, oh, we never get the better retest. That was the better retest. Did cop 45% on Tesla though? Sheesh. 45%. Can't complain. But hopefully some of you guys understand that a little bit more now. A little bit of the thinking behind that. Because you got to remember, you broke out above this area, so you already have bulls penetrating, right? Now you're just looking for bulls to hold. And yeah, did they dip under? Of course they did, twice. Shit, pretty much 3 times if you count that candle. But that isn't the end of the world. Where did they close is the question. What does that wick tell you? It's telling you more of a story than it is telling you there's bears there. Plus, what is this candle? This is a super indecisive candle. I've always told you guys, these are 50-50 candles. What do you always wait for? The next signal. So you got a sandwich candle that basically tells you, this is the transfer of power is basically what you're seeing here. That's how I should word it. The transfer of power.
We go slow down now.
Can I go over the 40%? Yeah, no problem. So first 10 minutes was essentially where it came from. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you're dumb if you didn't catch that. But in the first 10 minutes, and we didn't have rising volume, but it's kind of hard to say you will because the previous candle was the opening candle. That'll not always, but a lot of the time have most of the volume. So that's kind of where a lot of that came from. But the big thing for me was that it kind of was curling up a little bit. It kind of curled, held the pre-market low, held that higher open, or not higher open, it had a lower open actually. Higher push over the 9 EMA, and then I like that it pushed that very instantly and then gave us that candle. So essentially your 40% entry was between these two candles, so not a crazy amount of upside, but the good thing is that for scalps on 40% entries, they're quick. You're not looking to sell $10 later. You're looking to sell sometimes 50 cents, $1 away on your first target. So that actually did work out. And even if it didn't, your stop loss should have been around 412.80s, maybe even today's open if you want to keep it super loose. But in general, it ended up holding that as well. So the 40% entry was very short-lived, I guess you could say, but the 80% was not. 80% is doing very well. And there goes Spotify. I hate when it does that. And yeah, huge slowdown on SPY. I can see that because we have a sandwich candle with good volume. Bearish candle afterwards, potentially pulling back again. If we can break 9 EMA and possibly 414.95, we will possibly be seeing the next leg down here towards 413s. Watch for Apple to break the 9 EMA. Microsoft's already breaking it. Watch Amazon as long as it's holding under 108.50s. Bears can take control. Watch Tesla under the 9 EMA as well. They're on a very sharp incline. So watch for them to break that sharp incline. AMD's in supply of previous day. Nvidia's fighting the previous day close. And Netflix off to the races today. Good for them. Coin kicked ass. Good job if anybody paid attention to that TA today. I didn't get to go back to it in time, so I do apologize about that. But still, the TA worked out. Shouldn't have to rely on me in the first place. But still nice to see the levels working out. Part of the TA.
Jeez.
Yo, Boo Rock, you're crazy, man. Right as I was going over coin and then I posted something in chat about it, this dude posted a fat gain on coin.
He had like multiple 100% contracts.
Fat gains.
Seeing that. Wagyu and Borak tonight.
Wagyu and Red Bull. Don't tell Leland.
About that 11 o'clock lunch hour. Volume might start dying out here. Netflix still holding up really well. See if it pops 374. XLM still holding up pretty well. Needs to get over 114.
And thank you guys for over 160 likes on the stream. Appreciate you all. Appreciate it.
Yeah, back at that pre-market high. Microsoft coming down now. Everything seems to be slowing down a little bit. That's a losing yesterday high.
Yeah, SPY lost 416s. Now they're trying to lose the 9 EMA.
Nvidia losing pre-market high. This could be the pullback we've been waiting on. Microsoft coming down almost through that midpoint. Yeah, I feel like still trying to make new high days, but everything else is pulling back. Amazon not pulling as back as much as everything else, but it also hasn't moved as much as everything else. The new high day on Netflix just hit. All right, went almost all the way down to that pre-market high and right to the 9 EMA on the 10-minute and catch a nice bounce off. See what happens here. Netflix right at the 374. Amazon right at yesterday low. See if we can get it over it this time. Tesla still hanging out at yesterday high. Variance cool.
What Taylor trade? Good eye, coach.
Netflix getting over 374 with a nice little pump. Netflix 70 cents over 374. Get some good volume coming on Netflix. $3.75 just broke by 25 cents on Netflix. 25-cent pop over 3.75. Netflix 3.68 cents over 3.75, going crazy. See if Meta and Google are gonna get some action off that.
Potential lower high on SPY 5 minute. Let's see if they want to crack the 9 EMA now. Oh yeah, Super Troopers is pretty good, Jack. I agree. I just don't like trend lines, Freddy. I've explained this multiple times on different streams. It's too much of a perspective thing. What you might draw, I might not draw. What both of us draw, somebody else might not draw. We're all seeing something differently. Even as simple as one like this. Plus, too many times do I see people accommodate a trend line for current price. You know, I've seen billions of trend lines where people are drawing from, let's say like right here, you know, an honest trend line from here to here, but they're focusing on current price. They don't even care that there's a wick right here. They're looking at current price, and then it makes them just focus on that. Current price is like a pivot foot in basketball. It's moving, right? So it's not really fair to grab from it. So you're going to get constantly changing angles. And that's mainly the case for bigger time frames. What I'm talking about is what I see a lot of people do it. But yeah, you are correct though. There is a good short-term trend line. I mean, like I said earlier, like on Tesla, there's a very sharp incline. Very subjective. Good word.
Netflix pop 376 now. Still flying. Looks crazy.
It's pretty crazy too, because we played calls from here to here this week in Lifetime chat. It's crazy to see it just continuing on. That's just so beautiful of a retest. My big reasoning was that it had 3 lowering volume days in a row straight to the halfway point of its recent breakout. I mean, that's a 80% entry on the daily that we took.
100%.
That is so beautiful.
It's just flying right now, 376.39. That yesterday high break was called out. I hope someone took advantage of that.
I'm Bobby Knight now. Should I take that as a compliment? What was his nickname? It was like the Corporal or something, or the commission. No, it was something. It was like a military reference. The General, that's what it was. Yeah, I was way off. The General. All right, well, after 177 votes, 39% of everyone in here said Green Day, 45% said red, and 16% said flat. I would. Tough love and holding people accountable. Just don't throw chairs or keyboards. Yeah, I don't want to throw my keyboard. I like it. See, I'm really big on not throwing things because I'm too lazy to buy it again. So I know that I don't want to break the original one. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Mel. Even if SPY does break down in the 90 EMA, there's no huge confirmation yet that says they have to break 414.95. So they could definitely stick between today's pre-market high and today's high for a little bit of time. But we'll see.
Yeah. None of these big stocks have really sold off yet. They're all just kind of consolidating potentially to move higher.
Sinful. That actually makes me laugh a little bit because I was literally in my head, I was thinking of the car insurance commercial. Call to the General and save some time.
New 10-minute candles opening at the highs on Netflix. Still trying to push higher. Tesla creeping up towards that 199. Nvidia re-losing pre-market high.
I'm done for the day now. Just take a Tesla win, keeping it small for now. That'll probably be a decent pretty much swing setups for the weekend. To be honest, we keep coming up. 100%. AL just broke out of the daily consolidation as well. Oh, I forgot about that one. Small swing out legs, but could take some more. Sheesh. Dude, this might be a really good lower high, to be honest with you, Noxta. Mike, are you kidding me? Don't joke with me right now. Damn. All right, everybody, you can say Bueller has paper hands now.
Man, that thing started going crazy, didn't it?
It's like, oh, Bueller sold. Hold the volume. Start coming in. Oh, shot to the heart, and you're too late. Oh, and I caught my phone. Nice.
Buy coming back up off the 9 again on the 10-minute, catching back up. Tesla's still holding. Microsoft, Meta, Google, everything's still holding. We need to see some more stuff break down. Otherwise, we could see another push here on SPY. Definitely not just short everything yet. Netflix, man, just relentlessly bullish right now.
Zimas. On the weekly time frame, Freddy, for real? Like, you're not messing with me? Oh, he's not joking.
Oh yeah?
Damn, that looks insane. I like that it has the low with the high volume doji, and I like that it has the second higher low with what looks like an almost piercing line. Yeah, an almost piercing line. I was right on that one. But I like that it had the gap up after the slowdown, and it kind of held it in that like consolidation period. Because I instantly just picture this. I just picture this. And then I try to picture like, all right, it needs to pass that high. And I would prefer to either have a double bottom or a higher low like this example here. And it gives you a really, really good view. That's impressive, though. You are not joking.
$377 just hit on Netflix's spots coming up towards that previous high day. Microsoft coming back up. Tesla right under 199.
Actually, I did know that, Noxta, but I did not know that on my own accord. I only know that because of Leland. That man Leland does not get off charts. But yes, I did know that. And when he pointed it out, I was like, damn, the last time that we were here, this was my signal for when I started shorting Apple. When I started shorting Apple, that was after this candle. It was on the weekly. We started shorting from the close of this candle down towards the 9 EMA. That was the same week that one play happened, or that one move happened on SPY. It was the same week. Yo, but good eye. Who said that? Freddy. Good eye on INTC. That actually does have a lot of really, really good potential ahead of it. Especially if the market moves higher, I would say INTC is positioned in one of the best places on its chart.
If I can't make this new high day, this could be the lower high.
Potential lower high forming.
It looks like potentially that lower high. See if we're going to break the 9 on the 10-minute. XOM coming down a little bit. The only thing I don't like about SPY selling off is just none of these big weights of SPY are really pulling back too hard. So just gotta tread lightly until we see some of these start pulling back. Yeah, later Tulip, have a good weekend.
Bye, Tulip. I did see that, Mike. It does give you short-term confirmations on different things, Samaran, but I wouldn't focus too much on them. My brother texted me back. He's still alive, Devin.
There you go. He's in another country, right?
Yeah, he's on the other side of the world. He's in Turkey right now. He's a missionary.
Nvidia's still holding up really well. Same with Netflix. So we can't just go short and spy here, like I said just previously, until some of these start breaking down. So
we're going to continuously watch the weights to see when it wants to break down.
yeah.
Or it's just going to consolidate for a while.
Or could you continue to move higher and go green
That's
on
true
the day?
too. Just continue the trend.
Because you got Netflix going hard. Nvidia starts taking off. Amazon takes off. Then all of a sudden, that next push happens. Same thing with Tesla. Tesla gets over 199. It's definitely possible. Netflix, another new high day. I think it's just going.
No, he's in one of the passive regions. I don't know where he is. At least that's what I was told. There's like a north region that's not touched by anything. But they were down there in the sketchy parts for a while. See you later, Deep. Have a great rest of your weekend. We don't have any days off next week, right? It's a full week.
I believe it's a full week, yes. It's not, we don't have a day off till February the 20th,
Yeah.
Good.
19th,
20.
20th. Yeah, that Monday.
Good. I don't want another day off for a bit.
Yeah, Monday the 20th.
I hate short weeks on the market. Your ex-coworker went to Turkey for a hair transplant. It went well. I actually have heard they have a lot of hair transplant shit over there. All kinds of different.
It's significantly cheaper. You can pay for your vacation and still save some money from what I understand. Then after that, our next holiday is until April the 7th, a Friday.
Noxta. Even when you're leaving, you're not gone. You're always here. Whoa, the vote count just totally swayed. 40 to 44% now, green versus red. That was not close at all a few moments ago.
People switching it up.
Somebody came into chat with like 20 viewers and just started choosing a different one. Freddy. I guess the question is, do we follow or fade the chat sentiment? Dude, y'all are wild. Y'all literally turn that into manipulating the polls. I'm actually so weak inside right now.
All right. Amazon's starting to break down a little bit. Same with XOM. See if that's going to carry over to Tesla.
See you later, 762. Have a great rest of your weekend, man.
Hey, how you doing, Al? How's work? Settling into that new job? You burning the tires off that rental car, or what? That thing looks sweet. Bert B really hasn't moved too much today. Not too much at all.
Yo, Boo Boo, Freddy, are y'all both in my Discord? And if y'all are, what are y'all's names? I think I just got Freddie back in there the other day. Guys, I was just wanted to ask, because regardless of membership, in my chat, it really doesn't matter if you have a membership or not to me. There are still a free channel. You can still type, discuss, and trade for. You can still post and chart by members. You can still go into the trade results channel. You can type in those 3 channels for the most part. But just feel free to be yourself, join in, be comfortable, post your own charts, post your own TA, ask questions, answer questions. Just be yourself. But feel free to make home in the BB community. But that's why I leave those channels free, because again, does not matter to me if you have a membership or not. I reply to whoever. I'll reply to somebody who has lifetime with as much effort as I would with someone who's new in the chat. You know, it doesn't matter. But glad to have you all in there.
Pretty cool house. 7 days on, 7 days off. That gives you pretty good opportunity to trade.
I'd fun with the BMW M4 rental. Nice.
Oh yeah, that thing was sweet. You see that on Instagram?
I think so.
Yeah, that thing was sweet. Beautiful.
You hear that lifetime, you're not special. Yeah, Sinful, go ahead, make it aware.
I was back at that previous intraday high, up new high day on SPY. There it is. Can't just go short and stuff. Yeah, that's like a little vacation every other. You can take a vacation. Yeah, that's sweet. Working half the month. Almost put 417. Oh, no. Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday.
Oh, I muted that mic and not that one. I was like, how did you hear me? One day I will stick with this ride, the 90 May, and have iron hands. Yes, you will, Ace Ventura. Through time and process, you definitely will. I'm with you on that one. All of us will. Everyone's working together.
Coming back up. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
Apple's coming back around. Meta's coming back around. Microsoft. Pretty much everything's coming back around. Watch for them to break their previous levels. Just game plan accordingly, but everything looks typically the same setup, except a couple. Amazon, not so much.
NVIDIA, AMD both struggling with, well, AMD struggling with previous day high. NVIDIA is trying to produce a lower high from the previous day close. But they're both essentially doing the same thing. Google's coming up. Meta's coming up. Tesla rejecting higher day still. Apple's coming up. That's going to help SPY push a little bit.
We already got another little push. It actually puts us, we're 4 cents from green to a day. We just touched pretty much green break even. Yeah, that's insane. Buy the dippers are definitely present. Does the trend continue? We'll find out next week. Yeah, there we are, green on the day. 10 cents green on the day.
Trying to be like Leland, dude. We all are. Elon has just posted saying, starting today, Twitter will share ad revenue with all creators for ads that appear in their reply threads. That's great. It's not a great sign. Retail names like Apple and Tesla are leading us higher. Is there one BB level that you consider more valuable? The previous day high, or sorry, I'm off. The previous day open, the previous day close, and the current day open. And open and closes, in my opinion, are always the strongest. But essentially, that's not how you should view the levels. Every level should be seen as the same strength. It's just all about positioning. Like, if you've had a rally and you're going into the previous day highs, is it really fair to say, guys, look above previous day high? No, you should be looking for a potential rejection or for a retake, not just one or the other. You know, it's also about positioning. But I would definitely say the open and closes are definitely the strongest, just from my experience and what I've seen. This song always hits the feels.
Who was that yesterday high?
NASDAQ 100, the triple Qs, and S&P turned positive. Dude, that sax does pierce the soul. Probably your favorite song on the stream. Just a loop. We'll just get a 10-hour loop of this. This puts in
Netflix
Baby
might want to
Rookie
go tap 380 today.
Potentially, Ryan. You are correct. What's up, Geo? How you doing? Hi, B. Could you please take a look at Amazon chart together here? Yeah, no problem. Oh, you said Amazon. I'm over here clicking Tesla. Different discretionary stock. Doi. It looks like they're fighting this 108.50. I would still worry about the pre-market high right here. So it's not really just this resistance, which you can see we've rejected once, twice, and now possibly a third time. It's kind of the combination of this area. So you need to be looking past 108.50s and 109.30s. Through the 110s, you can look towards 111.30s, maybe even 112, 114. To the downside, too, you guys know me, I don't like to just talk about the upside. If you get a continued rejection of this, which we've already gotten once, twice, and maybe a third time here, this could lead to a break of the 90 MA with the rising volume close, which, again, you can see one happened here and failed. They did get a good scalp opportunity here, I'm not going to lie about that, as well as here and as well as here, but you can see it's very short-lived, and that's the same thing for the upside as well. There's just not much follow-through with a lot of these potential breaks, so even if you do break the area above or you break the 90 MA to the downside, be very careful and make sure you have a stop loss that makes sense, just because the follow-through is not happening every single time it breaks something significant. So be very careful on that. That was weird. And yeah, SPY broke 90 MA finally. This has not happened at all today. This is the first candle to close under.
We got XOM pulling back pretty nicely. Berg B's pulling back slightly.
Like Freddie just said, this is possibly the high of day. Devin also mentioned that a few times. Never mind. It's okay, Ryan. You were looking at it correctly, though. If you were to get a smaller candle that could hold the previous candle's halfway point, that could have potentially been a 3-bar play. Like I said, it's just good to visualize, try to be preemptive on what you're looking at. Don't always think about being correct or being wrong. Try to just figure out what's ahead of you, what's here, what's possible.
Stream on this note. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna head out for the day. Have a good weekend. Make sure you study up, hit your trade reviews, and if you got meetings with me, make sure you get all that set up for Sunday. And I will see you guys later.
See you later, Devin. Can you please help me with the daily charts of F and ABX? What even is ABX? Oh, that's gold. I don't know about ABX, but I will help you with F. So a big thing that I always like to do, let me make sure this is cleared so we're on the same page. Is kind of backtesting what levels work better. So I almost promise you the daily is going to have a crazy amount of levels here, which this isn't even fair to go to the 3-year daily. They've been to 13 before. Technically, I could go all the way back to 1987 for these levels. But as you would see, though, you'd get way too many... Oh, maybe not, actually. Maybe I'm speaking out of my ass. Hold on, let's just backtest it together. So what I'm looking for now is to see which time frame works best for these smaller time frames. Are you looking, or I guess I need to ask this. Foul, are you looking for bigger time frame levels or smaller time frame levels? besides them having earnings, these levels actually worked pretty good. Okay, so maybe the daily isn't too bad. Let's do another one though, just to see. Bigger? Okay, let's go to the monthly then. I figured as much. I was like, there's no way he's looking to day trade this. At least I don't normally see people day trade forward. You definitely can. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying most people don't look for that. All right, so let's go to the. I'm on the monthly right now. Foul. I'm just gonna grab some levels here first. I'm all the way back at 1987, 1989 area. Alright, let's see how it looks with that, and then we'll come back, and if we need to, we'll add halfway points. Damn, that would have worked out beautifully. Jesus. I mean, that sucks that it had earnings. Like, that was why it did that, but that's still really clean TA, getting a hammer at resistance like that. Very clean. Yeah, so we need to probably add some halfway points. But these were very strong levels. You can even see in the past, you know, regardless of current price, it's still very nice to see kind of building base here, building here again. Single soldier pops up. You get a reset candle on top, rising volume continuation, and then it continues on. Could definitely have taken profits towards 13. So a good dollar move for a swing there. Bullish engulfing right here. On a higher low, you have a base, higher low, built over the 9 EMA and the 1207. So yeah, maybe the monthly is probably the best for drawing on forward. If we want to as well, we can do a second one, and we'll back test it on the weekly. Kind of in this general vicinity here. The weekly actually doesn't look that bad at all. But Foul, is this helping you out at all? You were looking to get some better, or not better levels. You were just looking to somehow chart it. This is essentially what I do, though, on any chart. And yeah, that gets everything we need. We'll see how it looks now on the daily. That might even be a little bit better than the monthly. But you can see weekly levels popping up around that base. A little bit of a dip down here. Single soldier recovers, which this is probably around the same time the overall market was getting that short covering candle. Hammer at resistance. You gotta, this is why I always say, like, for swing trading, you have to wait a few days to get back into things after earnings happen, because it messes up the chart. In some cases it won't. Like, you can see some of the earnings that happened recently, they didn't really do much. But you can see here on Ford, they had a huge gap down, and now they're just recovering. So really what you're trying to watch right now on Ford is, can they defend the 1320s? Can they defend 13s, basically? So try to look for some base movement here. If you get a continued rejection of this area, as well as under the 9 EMA, you could actually look for a continuation down. But like I said, you're going to probably have to wait a little bit longer for this. They just had earnings, so it's going to mess the chart up a little bit. Exactly, 36-year-old levels, still relevant. I can't remember the other ticker, but there's a ticker you can do this same TA on from, like, I think it's like 1980, and it gets you really, really, really good levels. But this is the power of price history. This is why I put so much confidence in it. There is so much price history. Yeah, I saw the other one. I didn't want to chart it. To be honest with you, I don't really like charting gold. If you want to chart gold, you can do GLD or even /GC for gold futures. That's what I normally use for charting gold. And then everything else seems to follow suit. But you can actually see gold's breaking down very hard right now. Silver /SI. You can also do SLV. I always do /SI for the silver futures. Let's see what SPY's doing. We'll do one more review on SPY, and then I think I'm going to end the stream here. But guys, you might have witnessed high of day for now. I would look for a continuation to the downside if you maintain under the 9 EMA. You've already broken it. You've retested with the sandwich candle. All that price needs to do now is break 415.80s and possibly today's pre-market high, and you could see way more downside today. So be very careful of that. But this might be high of day. On the bigger time frames, you can see we went up, hit the 417.30, 420 in between that area on yesterday's high of day. And then today we got that lower open, tested 412s, basically the area that we needed to get past, which again, if I open this up more, you can see it. We got above it. Now they're trying to defend it today, which was one of the two scenarios we went, or one of the three, I guess, if you count sideways consolidation. But so far, we've had a good hold of the 412s, a good retest at the top of the range again. So going into the rest of today, we're probably just going to consolidate in between here. But overall, next week, we're going to be looking to see if we can get past 417.30, 420s, or if we're going to be breaking back down under 412, down towards the bigger supports of around 410, possibly even 406.70s. So this is essentially what we're looking at. But I'll see you guys later on. I do appreciate the hefty amount of engagement, the support. I love every single one of you. Thank all of you, seriously, for tuning in, joining me on some of the trade ideas, coming up with your own, joining the Discord, and just kind of discussing with people, engaging, interacting. It really does mean a lot to me to see my community build up so well. I really do see everybody as an equal, everybody as a leader. I don't see anybody as a follower. Everybody in here really is just working their ass off to help not only themselves, but the community as a whole. Everybody really is working together so well. And that's really my goal for everything. I really do like seeing that. So thank you guys, seriously. It really does mean a lot to me. I can't thank you guys enough, seriously. Words will not ever express how thankful I am for you all. But I'll see you guys later on. Have a great weekend. There is a new video popping up on Sunday. I'll try to also post some SPY TA in the Discord, so make sure you're in the Discord on Sunday. So I'll drop my chart links. I'll drop the SPY TA, what we're looking out for. Essentially, it'll be what I just broke down, though. But I'll see you guys later on. Again, have a great weekend.